I haven't actually showed anybody that this is actually my bowling bag here. I'm going to turn my face cam around. There you go. You can actually see me. Hopefully, I don't actually look super cool. I can't even tell what I'm actually supposed to be doing. So, as of today, I'm actually making this video for my own gaming channel, the Gaming Arbit, even for Apparently Arbit and the Musical Arbit. Those are like my three channels which I actually created. I want to get on to the very interesting part of why I've been doing YouTube stuff. I've been doing content. I'm actually streaming this on my phone, so hopefully you guys are doing well. So, I am in a 10-pin bowling tournament. I have my last league session today. Recently, about 2-3 weeks ago, I actually hit the pinnacle of bowling. Actually, I could have got 300, but I hesitated with the 3 at the end. So overall, I kind of did a best. I can't even see the chat. It's really hard because like I couldn't even tell like where is all this like why is my channel even like showing up? But this is like one of the things I've kind of like had to keep on getting through. Back I did went to Gosford to do some training, but I'm trying to think. Back on Tuesday the 2nd, I hit a new PB of 263. It wasn't too bad, but I've been getting through here and there, and I often like ask myself why I've been like got into certain things. Actually, if I can just try and find the chat, if I can just open it, it'd be great. I think it's just showing something else. Actually, if I couldn't see chat, maybe you guys can understand. So I can actually show you a few things before I kind of like head out and run here and there. I know I'm actually quite boiling inside the house, but this is actually my 10-pin bowling bag, just in case. I mean something that I kind of do now and then. So I have these Velcro shoes. This is like something that I kind of wear. I would actually clean them once a week or even once a fortnight. So I sort of like try to have a good amount of maintenance. I'll just close that up. I have 2 bowling balls inside here. My teammate Eli, he actually uses both now, but this is my main. This is a 15 pounds Brunswick Rhino. This is my spare T-Zone. This is 13 pounds, 15 pounds. This one's heavier. This one's reactive. This one's a plastic. Inside this bag on the side, I do have this these kind of fabric cloths. I'm gonna throw that because I need to put that for washing. I have this rejuvenator here, the Black Magic. I use this to clean bowling balls, and I try to like use this to when I'm actually I should explain this a bit better. So when I actually spray this, I'm actually trying to get rid of the oil that is in there that could sort of like make this bowling ball worse. So what I did, I sprayed this as much as I can to get that nice squeaky. I'm not sure if you can hear it. Probably can. But you can't even hear much on the spare ball. So as I'm just in the front, just trying to like get things up here and there, my buddy Eli, I know he's at work today. I didn't want to take his time. This is crazy. I do plan on going back to a friend server in the next year. As of my overall life's been going, I've actually got about 4 classes to go for next year. So I did about 2 to 3 classes. However, I still have to complete certain classes for graphics. I do plan on streaming that, not on my phone, but I do plan on streaming that in my laptop, because I can sort of like share my screen easier that way. I haven't even got to a point that I have one of the MacBook Pros which I can just grab across, because I've been using the MacBook Air for a long amount of time. But before I get into that, what I've been doing to a certain point is that I've been using this. This is some kind of like a SSD hard drive. My mentor and I have been talking about it a lot, and this thing comes in handy when I'm doing excessive projects and work. So that's actually pretty cool. What I have the thing that's kind of the thing that's kind of bothering me about in YouTube that I haven't actually keep up is that I kind of felt an up and down kind of a slope, which kind of like puts me off, because like I've kind of been feeling like tired, and I've been feeling awake. Like I kind of felt like awake and tired and awake and tired, and it's like I didn't have that much of like the sense of like having to go out to see my friends or just to do whatever I want at home. So I kind of feel very, very lazy. I know, I have no idea why. So I do have many things that could, that could be improved for my own sake. What I don't even know for this coming 2026 is that I do plan to do something a bit more humorous. I mean, I kind of do want to be silly. However, I just have the choice to not be, because like I'm sort of a nice guy, but I'm kind of like, yeah, let's troll somebody. Yeah, that's kind of a thing that kind of gets in the way. There's, having to help the family. That's actually a crazy thing that my dad tells me to get. Oh my god, I should show you one of the keys. Like, he tells me to help him. Like, I have to get one of these kind of like switch keys to like drive the car to like 30 minutes south from home, or even like 30 minutes like north, and it's kind of like taking a huge time for me that I'm not actually learning anything. I'm actually just like driving and just like being with my dad and his friends. I don't really get to do my own thing, and I feel very, very like detached, which does not feel good. However, I do plan on improving it that way. Something that I've not even told my friends is that I actually have been doing emulating on my own Mac. I may not actually try to like put up my own screen in my bedroom, because it's actually kind of crazy. So just give me 1 minute. I'm just gonna take that out. Take this out. I know my whole setup is actually quite messy. However, I may not actually try to get that in the way. I'm just going to bring it to the front. Okay, there we go. This is much better. I know my whole Mac stuff is... This is not the MacBook Pro which I have. This is actually the Air, which I use for college and for making music. So I'll go and try to flip this camera around. So what I actually have here is that look, I even say my own name. Okay, so what happened was that I was actually messing around with certain emulators, and like, man, look at all this. Yoink. Let me just get rid of that. Yeah, I've been listening to music. I just wanted to... What was it? There you go. I've made a post here. Oh, by the way, thanks for the 100 plus subscribers. You guys are amazing. So I actually made this post here. That's the bit here. I will get the results for bowling. I do plan on streaming that in my phone. I do not know, but I've been messing around with emulators on PSP. I mean, I was in a friend's Discord server, so I wouldn't be in a friend server until next year. So next year I would join, but I can't do that today. I just have a certain self rule. So here's a bit. So I have this Nintendo Switch Pro controller, and now it's actually emulating PSP games, and it's quite enjoyable. I did appear to play Crash Bandicoot, Gran Turismo, and all that. It just it kind of helps out, really releases the stress or something like that. But I didn't want to have this idea of getting the Nintendo Switch 2, even though it has 120 FPS, 120 hertz. It's quite late when they actually did that in some kind of a trailer announcement, and I wasn't sure if I should keep playing Nintendo games. Even though I did enjoy it much in the past, I get a bit quite confused and out of place when it comes to doing certain things. So I don't know how to say this. I was actually chatting to one of my OGs, Nick 7199, and we haven't even played games together. This coming Saturday or Sunday, this weekend. So Nick, Ben, Cal, Steve, and I, we were friends in music class. We're going to hang out and jam this weekend. However, we are not very sure about how much money we're going to be spending. We do have certain things that we don't want to break the budget. Sometimes my friends get quite stingy. However, it has to happen. No, putting all that to the side, I haven't been doing a lot of YouTube because I kind of felt fixated on my course regarding graphics, and I remember starting to learn about it here and there. However, I kind of made some creative posters, creative artworks, which kind of made people kind of really, really happy. And I wasn't sure if I should keep doing that. So, putting things here and there is can sort of twist my mind, and I couldn't figure out which direction I want to go. So I've kind of been going a bit of a wave, so it's up and down, but I'm sort of drifting. Well, I just couldn't say much as of today. However, I do plan to become a bit more better and more improved than I was for this year. And today's the last week of tournament because for Wednesday Night Lunatics, it's kind of a crazy name. We had Wednesday Night Knockouts, and almost being in my year in Tempin Bowling, hitting a ridiculous score is not an easy thing. However, sometimes having a sense of knowledge, a sense of luck, and just sense of having becoming a good friend kind of gives you that idea. But other than that, I just wanted to say that in 2026, I am not certain if I am going to be doing YouTube for my own gaming channel, because I have this idea that I am more fixated in my college, and I may have a graphics channel that I will be posting and to giving you guys some tutorials. I may not even know what the comments will say about this. However, I do plan on going into a Discord call one day during the next year and more or less speaking it all out and having some good time, play games, and just do the things that we can do. I hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you guys for the part 2 of why I haven't been uploading. See you later, and I'm going to prepare for my tournament, which is going to be around 7:15 p.m. AEST. You can probably find that. You can probably research that regarding the time zone that you're in.